Participants, the program will start shortly. Yes, he can. Good morning to one and all present here. It is our great pleasure to welcome you all for the national webinar on IoT and its application. With the blessings of Almighty, let us start our program with a college song. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat, Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Let us try and stay strong through our holy and sing our general learning and every time of knowledge with values enduring like pioneering, reaching for the stars and placing the future world ahead. Let us march together to strive our way to success. Let us join together to save our beautiful world. Let us work together to save our beautiful nature. God bless me and you. God bless our students. For we are a family with love here. Purnamada Purnamida Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avasishyate. May I now request Professor L.M. Shanti, Head Department of Information Technology, to welcome the gathering. Good morning to all. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming the guest for the day, a very vibrant and dynamic person, Dr. Gerald Iniku, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Loyola College. He has 10 years of industrial experience and over 14 plus years of teaching experience at Loyola College. He served as Honorary Secretary of Computer Society of India, Chennai Chapter 2018 to 20. During the period, he has organized around 25 programs. He has received many awards and prizes. To list a few, received an award in Nallullam on the occasion of third year anniversary celebration of Trust Happiness at Matra Rehabilitation Center, Chennai in 2015. Received Staff in Charge Award, Sports Shift to for 2 consecutive years from 2006. Received the CSI Significant Award for the year 2009 to 10. Received the Computer Society of India's Paper Presenter Academic Award at the International Conference for the year 2012 to 13. He has authored 3 books and published 6 articles in various journals. He has served as resource person for nearly 31 programs in all levels. He has completed 3 projects, namely Admission 2007 for Loyola, Tsunami Rehabilitation Projects sponsored by Government of Tamil Nadu, and establishing Model Resource Center of Disability Service sponsored by National Institute of Visually Handicapped with a fund worth of rupees 49 lakhs. He has been instrumental in conducting over 10 staff welfare programs, 19 student programs, and 23 welfare programs for differently abled students of the department, and nearly 86 welfare programs for Loyola students. We are happy to have such an eminent personality among our midst today. Welcome, sir. My hearty welcome to our principal, Dr. P.T. Vijayashree ma'am, who is our constant source of energy. Welcome you, ma'am. A delightful welcome to all the participants from various colleges who have joined us today to seek knowledge on the topic IoT and its applications. I take pleasure in welcoming the faculty from KRMMC, students and friends to this webinar. I once again welcome one and all. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I request our principal ma'am, Dr. P.T. Vijayashree, to say few words.
Good morning to all of you. It's a bright morning, and I'm very happy that PG Department of Information Technology has arranged this webinar. I actually wondered on this IoT on various angles, like talking about start improving the way you do your business, connect with the technology, responsive solutions, amazing results, and everything connected to the technology. So we actually, I thought that so many seminars are coming on the IoT and its applications, but yet there are mystical matters that we have to understand. And this seminar I accepted to PG department to just organize it, because still more and more inputs would give impetus to not only the students but the researchers and also the professors and the people who are in the, from the industries also. So we have gone so far with technology and we have seen such progress through ages that once appeared unfathomable. In reality, people have invented technology more efficiently than actually we thought of. Now, the manner of life has changed and it continues to evolve. Many technologies played their part, and IoT is one of them in daily life. We see them in daily life now, it is very much seen. The significance in our life becomes much more prominent than actually we expected from first. IoT is a new paradigm that has changed the traditional way of living into high-tech lifestyle. Smart cities, smart homes, pollution control checking, energy saving, smart transportation, smart industries are all such transformations due to IoT. It encourages companies to rethink the ways they approach their business and give them the tools to improve their business strategies. Generally, it is most abundant in manufacturing, transportation, and utility organizations, making use of sensors and other devices. However, it has also been found in case of organization within the agriculture, infrastructure, home automation, leading to some organization to digital transformation. For example, if you see in the agricultural part, it makes job easier for farmers to sensor and collect data on the rainfall, humidity, temperature, soil content, and automate farming techniques also. The ability to monitor operations surrounding infrastructure also has helped to know about the structural buildings, bridges, and other infrastructure. Home automation business can utilize IoT to monitor and manipulate mechanical and electric system in a building. In a broader scale, smart cities can help citizens to reduce waste and energy consumption too. So in such a way, it touches everything like industry, including business, healthcare, finance, retailing, manufacturing, and whatnot. As the Internet of Things devices becomes mainstream, consumers are increasingly looking for IoT experiences that help ease their day-to-day lives through personalization, updates with new features, and usage monitoring. This way, IoT can significantly enhance energy efficiency, security, education, and many other aspects of customers' life too. Even as companies are leveraging IoT to create new products and service offerings, customers expect these devices and services to adjust and refine their capabilities also to usage specific use cases too. The relevance of IoT for industrial applications and daily use and everywhere it is increasing. It is making our lives so much better and will probably continue to do so. In addition to all these things, it is solving problems that we didn't even recognize were a problem until the solutions are mystically came. So I would like to say this, that no matter where your journey begins with IoT, it is essential that you have to understand it and you have to have a connected strategy. And you have to understand that this connected strategy is for business and for business transformation. It is not about the technology, it is about the technology, using the technology as an enabler. The main thing is this crux that we have technology, but this IoT has made more of usage of technology, enabling us to become everybody to take it up and do it, because without which it cannot go. So this made me think about why can't we have even more a deeper thought on IoT, and I would like to thank Gerald sir for accepting this immediately, and we are very happy to have you sir here on behalf of the college family, and also on behalf of Meena Auntie. I welcome you personally, and also on behalf of the Faculty of Information Sciences and PG Department of Information Technology. It is indeed a privilege for us that again we are going into yet another mileage of a seminar for IoT, because the more you dig and dig about IoT, there are a lot of things which each one should understand. So this would definitely be an eye-opener for every one of you, and I'm sure that sir's presentation will be a mileage for us to keep the next level of research and also for higher studies. Thank you so much once again, sir, and thank you to the department for organizing such wonderful seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request the chief guest, Dr. Gerald Inico, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Loyola College, to take over the session.
You may laugh at me, but will definitely regret for it. If I share with you one of the incident when I was a Computer Society of India Secretary, Chennai chapter. See, I used to organize many programs like this. In one of the program, just the previous day, I was receiving the call from the resource person saying that he cannot come, he cannot make it. And I was very much upset because I have received 100 plus registration and they have paid 1,500 rupees for that event alone. Finally, he himself suggested me to have a alternate. So he suggested one more resource person, okay, for the event. Finally, I was calling him and try to understand what he was doing currently. He straight away replied to me over phone, Mad maker, sir. See, he said he was a cowboy. I was surprised and irritated on his reply to me. Finally, I have checked the number. The number was correct and I approached the right person only. But I immediately called him again and wanted to know his profession originally because he said he was a cowboy. See how a cowboy can address the personalities or professionals from IT industry. I was much worried, okay, on organizing that particular event. But he said he was managing 100 acres of land in USA and there were more than thousands of cows in that area and he was earning nearly 100 crores per year. And that may be the beginning, okay? See, I wanted to tell you there are possibilities beyond boundary. Okay, the IoT makes you to go beyond. Go beyond to your imagination and go beyond to your limit. See, that fellow was managing 100 acres of land in USA from India. And he was drawing more than 100 crores, okay, per year in order to manage that particular field. I mean, the cattle management. And he was supposed to retire this year, but he was just 35 years old. See, he wanted to expand his business for other cattle also, right? See, since he has developed the idea of cattle management for one of the firm, he wanted to expand that business for other farms also so that he could have retired this time. And I thank the management of the college, especially the principal, Dr. Vijayashree, and the head of the department, and all the other faculty members who are organizing. See, who are organizing this kind of event for benefit of the students. See, without knowing or without realizing IoT and its impact, we are organizing an event which is through the IoT. See, the Google Meet itself a classical example for IoT application. Okay, see, I am sitting in my home. You people are there in your college or in your institution, and we were able to collaborate. See, that is what the achievement, the real achievement of IoT. See, Google Meet is the better and good example for IoT. Right? I myself presenting from here, you are able to see my presentation from there. If you don't want, you can also remove me from the Google Meet. So if you like it, you will also download. You will also record this meeting. See, all those stuff are possible only because of the IoT. And see, the introduction, I wanted to highlight how the IoT is formed. Okay, see, it is allowing every object to collaborate through IoT, through internet. Okay, so the Internet of Things will help everyone to collaborate. Everything connected via internet. Okay, so that is the impact given by the IoT. See, why to study? See, my presentation, I have organized in this way, right? Why IoT, and then the definition of IoT, then related terms of IoT, then historical events behind IoT, then first notable event in the development of IoT solution, then the design of IoT and related techniques and technology, challenges of IoT, and what is next. And if time permits, we can also discuss one of the case study, that is the cattle management. See, in my presentation, you would have seen, okay, how the IoT market is boomed, okay, from 2015 onwards. So it is very latest only. It has only 7 years of evidences, okay, only 7 years of evidences, and the growth is very high. According to this chart, you will find the impact of IoT. See, it may grow 75% in 2025 as per the Gartner. Okay, so the Gartner research reveals that so 75% from 20. See here it is showing only 27%, right? But it may go up to 75% in 2025. See, that is why we people are interested in learning about it, right? And also, it helps everyone to live and work smarter and gain complete control over their lives. See, I am able to control all my resources, okay, via IoT. So IoT is not only the hardware but also the software. Okay, so the software, hardware, and also few networking technologies. Okay, we will see one by one. Okay, see the definition says that the extension of internet connectivity into physical devices and everyday objects embedded with electronics, internet connectivity, and other forms of hardware. Okay, so this is the simple definition of Internet of Things. So these devices can communicate and interact with others over the internet, and they can be remotely monitored and controlled. And this particular picture will give you the complete idea on Internet of Things. See, you can sit anywhere else. You can use any device. So you can communicate with anybody, and you can utilize any services, and you can do any business. So you can have any time to engage. Okay, so in order to collaborate. Okay, so the internet must be the core to connect all the things that are in the internet. Okay, so there are number of devices connected in the internet, and then that can collaborate and exchange data, and also collaborate with the different actions. Okay, I will tell you. See, this is one typical example how an individual is connected with the Internet of Things. Okay, see, he has number of variables. See, today morning itself I have seen 1 in 3 are using IoT device just for jogging, just for cycling. See, in the morning itself, they are using individual smart devices. Thereby, they will connect those data with their applications, and they may consult with consultants so that they will improve their quality of life, right? So thereby we are living very smartly, right? And people in abroad, they are using the connected car concept just to drive their car. See, that will automate the driving, automate movements, automate navigation. And in fact, they have connected their homes also via internet. Thereby, they can connect all the devices in their home, and not only in their home, they can connect devices in their offices also. Right? See, as we do it here, right? So through the Google Meet, we are able to connect everybody. See, this is one typical example how we are connected with each other. Okay, not only as an individual, but also like the objects and other smart things connected in the internet. See, so through this you can know sky is the limit. See, as I said in the beginning, one of the individual is managing cows of other land, okay, which is far away from his place. So only through the IoT devices, okay, so that is possible. And this is another typical connection how other smart devices are connected via internet. See, that is what is the objective of IoT. So the IoT should enable every object to communicate and collaborate. See, this is a best example how you make. And it is absolutely a multidisciplinary approach. Okay, so it is not an individual technique that may associate with the IoT solution. Okay, there are so many things connected in the IoT, and here is the picture gives you the exact picture how everyone is connected in this IoT. So this is the extraordinary diagram would give you how the devices, how the location, how the application groups, and the service sectors are connected via internet. See, there are so many sectors exchanging or collaborating via internet. And see, we are supposed to differentiate because there are many terms, okay, that may confuse you with the IoT. So the ICT also sometimes confuse you with the IoT. See, what is ICT? So the ICT is consists of information technology, media technology, and communication technology, where you can do the similar thing, but you are not taking any action. Okay, only the document related or the video related stuff in the ICT. And IoT is beyond to ICT, and you are able to collaborate with the actionable work. Okay, so I'll tell you how we can differentiate. See, sometimes you may confuse IoT with the machine-to-machine communication. See, initially they were working on with the machine-to-machine communication only, right? How one machine may communicate with the other machine, see, via the network, right? So you would have experienced Ethernet. So the Ethernets are capable of transmitting information from one machine to another machine. And it is absolutely a point to point, and it is absolutely a hardware based. Okay, see, when you have wires connected with the two different machines that can exchange data. See, even now in the lab, we are using the similar kind of technology, right? So that are purely based on the hardware implementation. Whereas IoT is not only hardware, but we are allowing few softwares to collaborate with each other. Okay, not only the software, and extending, we are extending it to other devices like the sensors. Okay, so that way we are able to automate. So the automation is the keyword here, right? So based on the data generated by sensors, we are able to control, we are able to issue an action, okay? And the clouds are also another part in IoT device, okay, which is not there in MTM, right? See, if you have the physical server only, you can exchange data. So, so in our labs, we are having a dedicated server to save our content, okay? But whereas in the case of IoT, we are deploying, we are employing clouds, okay? Because our devices are very tiny, smaller devices, which may not have the capacity to store all those stuff, right? And may not run all those softwares that can manipulate the data. See, that's why we are employing big data also, right? So the big data is another enabling technology along with IoT, right? So we are employing different kind of softwares and hardware so that we are able to give IoT solution. And we can differentiate it with the IoE. See, that is the extension to IoT. Okay, so what is that? Internet of everything. So you are supposed to connect everything through internet. But here we have a restriction, right? So we are creating system of systems, right? In IoT, we are creating systems of systems. See, in Web of Things, you can connect everything. So you can take a data from web and that can also control the condition of one of your device, right? So we are employing actuators, and the actuators will be able to control via those devices, okay, based on our observation, right? And the industrial IoT is extraordinary. So the common is data management, connectivity, security, and cloud and all. But it is extraordinary. We are automating to do things which cannot be done through a human being, right? See, IoT is meant for the human being to interact, human being to collaborate. But whereas the industrial IoT, without the human collaboration, to automate the entire process. And here is the differentiation, okay, between IoT and industrial IoT. So if time permits, you can take these slides, okay. And what are the area? How we can differentiate? Maybe highlighted in the middle, okay. Area of focus on development, degree of application, security and risk measures, the interoperability. See, the interoperability is very much impressed on me. I'm able to communicate with you all through Google Meet only because of the interoperability. See, I can show my video. I can enable my camera in order to support the video images of me. I can start my application from here in order to show my presentation. All those are only through this particular capacity. Okay, so like the interoperability and the scalability. See, initially the Google Meet was designed to handle only 10 members, and they have suddenly increased it to 500 members. But that crashed the system, right? So thereby they have restricted it to 100 now, and thereby they wanted to give a high quality output, okay, via the Google Meet, right? So these are all the things you should know, okay, about IoT and industrial IoT, and the historical events, okay. See, what was the first thing to begin IoT related stuff? Maybe in 1982, ARPANET, the connected Coke machine was installed in a university called Carnegie Mellon University, and they have sold Coke, okay, via internet. Okay, see what can be done. See, only thing they have controlled the money. So they have collected money. That machine may dispatch the Coke bottles, right? So that's what they have installed. That may be the beginning. Okay, how? See, so the inventory level they can observe. Okay, from the distance. Okay, so how many bottles are available in the machine, and how much they may add to the stock. So all those stuff are monitored from different sources. Okay, so that was the beginning, and if you have time, you may go through. This is available in Google itself. So if you Google for the history of IoT, you will see all those stuff. But the main thing is internet. Okay, see whether you have smart devices or not, but it must enable internet to work on the machine. Okay, so that is how it is differentiated. Okay, see, you would have number of smart devices, but if it is not enabled through the internet, then that is not a IoT. Okay, so that definition you should know. This is the first one. First related event is called machine to deliver or start working for it, right? And this is also one of the historical events. And how the Internet of Things will, the Internet is connecting. So Internet is connecting all the objects, okay, around it. Okay, so that is the core principle of the IoT and IoT solution, right? Now, I wanted to present my presentation with the help of this von Neumann architecture. What is von Neumann? See, every computer system will have an input system where it will collect data, where it will acquire data. So the user can feed their data, okay, via the input system. And what about output? See, so that may be the communication link to the individual, right? So to the user, or sometimes other system, right? So here only we are connecting the network. So the network is also one of the output, okay, one of the output system which will get output from the nearest or next computer or next machine, right? So wherein the computer system is capable of storing programs and data which are helpful to manipulate those data. See, we have exclusive arithmetic and logic unit which will perform all those stuff. What is this? See, it is just an electrical system or electronic system what we are enjoying today. See, in order to ring a calling bell, you may press a particular button, right, associated with that particular bell. Okay, so since it is an electronic device, you are enabling, or you are initiating, or you are firing a particular event so that it is producing output, right? So that is the principle behind the computer system also. Every electronic device are functioning with this principle. See, not only your bell, but all the electronic devices. See, in order to switch on, a particular tube light, the corresponding switch, right? So thereby you will be able to get light from the particular tube light. Or if you wanted to turn on your fan, the corresponding switch, right? So your computer are also designed in the same fashion. Okay, so initially we were familiar with the mechanical devices, and then the mechanical devices are converted. Okay, so they have adapted to the electrical and then the electronic. Okay, so that way you are able to do. See, it is purely automated. Every device, see, every electronic device is automated. So it knows what to do. Okay, when you switch on, see, the bell knows. So when you switch on, it will do all the things, okay, required for to ring, right? So when you switch on a tube light, that also knows. So that only thing you are supposed to trigger. So exactly the same principle our computer systems are running. See, whenever you are pressing A, the computer know the computer knows what to do. See, the A is coming on your screen. How? It is automated. It is automated via few softwares. That's all. So we have few softwares helping what to do for every action I have performed. Right? When I am pressing A, I am getting A on my screen. So that is what the automation is. Now we are trying extraordinary automation now, right? See, when you wanted to put on AC, you know how to operate, right? See, when you are pressing, everything is done at the back end side, right? So you are not doing anything else, only pressing. That's all. See, I am going to present IoT in the same fashion. Okay. See, only thing you are supposed to do on and off. That's all. So the rest are all done by the background. Okay. So all the softwares are available now. See, those days we were dreaming for it. See, when I was doing my undergraduation, there was no facility at all. Even Windows was not there. See, after completing my MSc Computer Science only, I came to know there is an operating system called Windows. I was enjoying in typing MS Word. I am typing my report via MS Word. See, thereby the developments are taking place, the evaluation, okay, it is not on a single day, okay, it was on your screen, not on a single day, okay, so people are contributing, scientists are contributing, you yourself can contribute. See, these IoTs were not there before 2015. So from 2015, see, just 7 years, it is occupied in every industry. See, you and me cannot escape from the development. Okay, see, I am going to present how the transition is take place. Okay, in order to accommodate new things into the computer system, right? So I am going to present. See, this is the first thing I wanted to tell you. What is this? This is the input. See, just now I mentioned about it, right? How we are communicating with the electronic devices. See, the first one will continuing, right? The second one, press once. See, the same principle we have in our mobile phone. The same principle we have in our laptop, personal computer, even in the virtual board also, we are using the similar kind of setup. Okay, only thing you are supposed to initiate. That's all. Nothing else are required, right? And the change position. Okay, so that may be coming from. I mean, the mouse and related stuff are from the changing position. Okay, I will tell you. See how the transition was taken place in order to support computer systems. See, the earlier days computers might not have all these devices. Nowadays, we are enjoying because of the invention towards sophisticated life, right? See, I cannot work in my system without a mouse. I was little bit handicapped, okay? So I do not remember all the commands. I cannot remember. See, people are very much sophisticated, okay? That's why now we wanted to click and run. See, there will be an icon. If I click on that particular icon, I am getting it. Right? So that is how it is designed now, right? So I may go quickly because I have to complete everything before 11 o'clock, right? See, these are all the other capturing devices invented, okay, in order to see. Initially, I was talking about only on and off. Now, so the industry has given us lot many devices to do that. See, look at this. The audio capturing devices inside, image capturing devices, and a fast moving motion capture is available, location locator, device identifier, position identifier, biometric fingerprint reader. See, lot many are available for you to collaborate with the IoT. See, this is the beginning, right? Okay, now what else you may require? What else you may require? See, when you are clicking on a button, you are getting everything, right? So who will provide all those stuff? So I don't want to even use my keyboards. So in that case, I may go via voice. See, these are all the softwares available now to enjoy. See, if I say put on, so that will on. So that will be automated. Okay, only waiting for my command. Okay, so it is fully automated even through the voice message. Okay, so nowadays we have all these features, right? And then what is next? See, I don't want to comment. I don't want to comment anything. But based on the data, based on the sense, based on the common sense, it will automatically put on. See, these are the sensors available. So if you collect all this data, you can perform few tasks, okay, so that it will be automated. See, a fire engine, you will know, right? So something is happening there, right? Yes or no? So thereby we have sensors to collect all those data. Okay, based on the extreme level, you can allow your computer to reflect. So the action is performed at the back end, okay, based on the data collected by the sensors. And what is this? So it is not enough. It is not enough. See, the sensor data is not enough. And the processing is also not enough. Because usually I may type, I may click, I may tell what to do. Okay, carry on. All those stuff now done by the actuators. Okay, based on the sensor data, these actuators click a button. That's all. So the entire thing will be happening. Are you getting it? See, these are all the additional devices with us to do what I am doing exactly. See, like a robot is automated via these kind of actuators, right? See, this is the typical scenario how, see, the data is collected through the sensor, and the same data is transmitted, okay, to the network where those data is processed, and finally the actuator is enabling the task. Okay, okay, let us move quickly. See, these are all the another, I mean, typical example, okay, how the IoT solution architectures are available now, right? So the third stage, you will be collecting data and then processing. Okay, that is called edge computing. See, nowadays the new term is popular, edge computing, and those data is brought into the cloud so that you can do big data analytics. And based on the analytics, whether you are going to initiate a thing or not, okay, all those are connected here, right? So how, see, these are all the cloud platforms available for you to enjoy. Since your devices are very teeny, may not have the capacity to store all the data. So that's why you may employ Google Cloud or any cloud which is comfortable to you, right? So to store the data generated by the individual sensors, and you can also have your programs and data so that you can initiate an action, right? And these are all the hardware available. See, in the middle, I was talking about the computer system. See, here are the system. This is also open system available for you to enjoy. See, the Raspberry Pi would help you to explore all the possibilities as a computer system. See, it is very small in size, but capable of performing a large computer system nowadays. See, if you wanted to perform the exact functions like a computer, then you may go for Raspberry Pi. Or otherwise, if you have everything, no need to change any of the program, no need to change any of the data, then you may go for Arduino. So the microcontroller. The first one is microprocessor, then the other one is microcontroller, where you will repeat things. Okay, so these are all the hardware platforms available for you to enjoy. And this is another typical network, typical scenario how the smart home can be established. And as far as the computer science students are concerned, we are supposed to remember these things. Okay, so at the lower level, the sensing layer will connect all the smart devices or sensors, okay, in order to collect data. And in the network layer, you are supposed to connect the networking technology, okay, in order to transmit those data, transform those data into a server. Then the data processing, okay. So there are various softwares, okay, you can employ in order to process your data. So not only storing, but you will process and keep them ready, okay. And the application layer, you will connect all those devices, okay, all those devices, and you will enable to work, okay. See, as I said in the beginning, electronic devices are just to start, okay, as like your bike requires, okay, a start button to start, right? So those days we were kicking in order to start our bike, right? So it is exactly the same. Okay, so the application layer expect you to do action. That's all. So this is how you may go, right? See, here is another typical example how the smart devices are in place. Okay, in order to monitor health of an individual. So here is a typical scenario how those data are taken into the machine and the corresponding decision is taking how the action. Okay, so the monitoring may be done remotely. See, recently I have heard that one such a center is established in North India where there are no doctors. Okay, see, without even doctors, they are running clinic. Okay, via these kind of IoT devices. And this is, I think, a repetition, and this is somewhat extraordinary. But I must tell you about the protocols: Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, BLE, Zigbee, and RFID. See, RFID is used uh, in national roadways, okay, in order to collect cash from the vehicle, okay, which are crossing for particular area, right? So the RFID may be known to everybody, and you may not have heard about the Zigbee, BLE, and you may be familiar with the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, which are there in your mobile phone also. But whichever we are using inside IoT are very teeny devices. So that is why we need an additional care. Okay, we cannot use the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth or the things like what we are using with our mobile phone. And here is the summary of those wireless technology, in order to take data from the smaller devices, I mean teeny devices, into the cloud. And what about the programming? What about the programming languages? C is still used See, even Python is developed using C. You might have heard about it. See, these are the programming languages available for you. See, if you are interested, you can go for programming for IoT. So that means you are supposed to be familiar with the packages and functions available to enable your IoT devices. That's all. Since you were learning all the building blocks in your regular semesters, in order to adapt IoT devices, so you should know what are all the relevant packages. That's all. That is more than enough. So thereby you can operate or you can provide IoT related solutions, right? So this is also very easy. See, you will be doing it how the software development is taking place, okay? And then the challenges of IoT. See, really, it is absolutely a challenged solution. Okay, what is that? See, we have different kind of hardware. See, I was talking about the smaller devices like the sensors, very small, and their consumption, electric consumption is also very low. And you are supposed to standardize all those stuff. Maybe I am using my laptop to present. You may be using your mobile phone to attend this seminar. I may be using Windows. You may be using Linux. See, look at the differences. Okay, there are number of differences, but even then, the convergence is possible. Okay, see, even then, IoT is successful, right? So you may use different type of cloud. You may use different type of gateway, different type of devices, but we are getting solution out of it, right? So all of you are attending my seminar. I mean this webinar only through the IoT, right? See, the challenge is also ahead in the form of digital divide. Okay, few people are having devices and few people may not have the devices. So how will they collaborate? So that is the digital divide here. So I may be having a better device, and my friend may not have that one. I may have a better network, you may not have better network. See, those are all the digital divide, maybe one of the challenge, okay, in the IoT solution. And the security is another kind of challenge we may face. And what is required as a student? Okay, so you can go for security and data analytics. You may go for business intelligence. You may go for UI or UX design, or mobile or remote development, hardware engineering, networking. There are number of skills required, okay, for you to grab your opportunity in the industry. What is next? So the next is Internet of Humans, digital twin, Internet of Years. So the latest one is Metaverse. See, these are all the latest platform. How the IoT is taken beyond to the definition what we have discussed in the first slide. Okay, so Internet of Humans, digital twin, Internet of Years, Metaverse. See, there are so many, and you can also think of IoT related application everywhere. Okay, so these are all very few I have quoted here. See, the first one, if I think we are about to see, it is 10:55. Anyway, I will explain the cattle management, how that US guy, the Indian guy managing US farm. Okay, so this is a typical example. See, they wanted to minimize number of people required for that particular project. Okay, they don't want to pay everybody. So they wanted to reduce the cost. Okay, that is why people are going for it. See, it is one-time investment. So then they can enjoy. See, you have your phone. Now you are enjoying your Google Meet. So that is how. So if you are investing for the first time, you will enjoy forever. Okay, so that's how. So that is why people are going for these kind of IoT solution, right? So this is a what or how the cattle management is taking place, and the danger is like this. Okay, so they are fixing various devices, okay, with the cow, and thereby they are spoiling the health of the cow, right? But they wanted to produce milk, okay. So this is the another challenge I have identified in the internet. You will also know the impact of all the network technologies, right? See here, I have taken few pictures, okay, of my students, okay, how they have developed the prototype, IoT prototype using simple devices, okay. And if you find time, why don't you visit the shops? Thereby you can collect these kind of devices and you can implement IoT solution. Okay, see, so the original solutions may be costing around 1 crore or above 50 lakhs, but these kind of IoT prototypes cost you less than 1,000 rupees. Okay, see, you can try. You can also try all these kind of IoT prototypes in your lab itself or from your home itself. And I take this opportunity to thank Principal Dr. P.T. Vijayasri and Head of the Department, Mrs. L.M. Shanti, and the coordinators of the webinar. Thank you so much.
Participants, kindly unmute your mic and ask questions one by one. Thank you, sir, for the informative session. I request the participants to turn on the camera for photo session.
Next one.
Participants, kindly fill the feedback form posted in the chat box. You will get the certificate in the specified mail ID after submitting the feedback form. Program with vote of thanks. May I call Mr. Prithvi, MSc IT, to propose vote of thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this event. We take the opportunity to thank our chief guest who honored this function with his interesting and informative ideas. I would like to thank our principal ma'am for the guidance and encouragement in all our activities. I would like to thank our staff members, students, participants, volunteers, and our large personalities, our beloved audience, for making this function a grand success. Once again, I thank all the present here. Thank you.